An activity is an action that the reporting company takes that has the potential to produce emissions, either through consumption or generation. Events such as purchasing electricity from an energy provider, running machinery, or manufacturing products are all categorized as activities. Activities can include emission-related data from Scope 1, such as company vehicles, Scope 2, such as purchased electricity or heating, and Scope 3, such as purchased goods and services. While Scope 3 is optional to report, Scope 1 and 2 are mandatory requirements of the Streamlined Energy and Carbon Report. Carbon Counter makes it simple to add and manage emission-related data to all scopes, including categorizing emissions that may not fall under Scopes 1 through 3. These are referred to as out of scope or Scope 4, and contain emission data that could be, for instance, related to biofuels. Each entry for reporting an activity is categorized in accordance with the government's tables regarding emissions. There are multiple ways to report an activity. For instance, if a company has multiple sites, they can report per site as well as against all sites or against no sites at all. As well as sites, activities can be reported against with all groups, an individual group, or not related to a group at all. To add an activity entry, a user will need edit or admin permissions for a project. By clicking Add Activity, the user will be presented with the options to create an activity. Once a scope has been selected, the options will allow for user interaction. The options for Scope 1, 2, and 4 are identical. Picking a scope will allow for the Select button to be pressed, providing you with conversion codes from the list of government emissions to choose from. Once a conversion code has been selected, the import code, description, and unit of measurement fields will automatically fill out. Scope 3 follows similar protocols to other scopes, the difference being that the user has the option to select a category from the options such as purchased goods and services, upstream transportation, and employee commuting and investments. This category selection includes all 15 types of categorization for Scope 3. Furthermore, each category will have a reporting methodology, for instance spend-related, hybrid-related, or supplier-specific, to mention a few. Some reporting methodologies will allow the user to select a government conversion. Others will require that the information is manually filled in. This can be achieved by pressing the Manual Input button. This will open a window that allows the user to give the activity a user-defined description and unit of measurement. After all the fields have been filled out, the user will be able to click the Add button at the bottom, which will add the activity to the table on the Activities page. Each row on that table will have 12 months spanning from the start date of the project. Inside each month, the user can add the consumption figure. Adding this data will start to populate both the Streamlined Energy and Carbon Report and the Overview page, whereby the data is visualized. In addition to this, a user can click the menu button on the right-hand side and select Add by Year, allowing the user to type in the total consumption figure for the year. That number is then evenly distributed across all months. If a user wishes to add multiple instances of the same conversion code, but only change the site or group information, this can easily be done by clicking on the menu button and selecting Duplicate Row. This will create another instance of the row that has been selected, allowing the user to change the site, group, comment, and monthly data for the added row.